So we are talking about Eastern wisdom. So understand it. Simple way. Do we experience anxiety, reaction, blame, complain, and reaction? Answer is yes. It's very easy to blame and complain anyone in any situation, in any event. Very good. So I blame. My mind says I'm right, that's why I'm reacted, that's why I blame. Okay, very good. So how many times we live in these experiences every day, week, months, years, or maybe thousands of times? Because I'm always right, that is why I react. I'm a good guy, that is why, people are not so good. They don't understand me. We have those thoughts going on. But who is suffering? I am. And if your age is 50 years, we have been repeating these experiences. Master says, so now ask another question. Yes, I've been repeating these experiences. Yes. What are the benefits of these? No benefit. But I will continue to repeat it. What is this craziness? The reason is ignorance, delusion still. We claim we are very intelligent, wise. So now what is happening? On one part of the mind says that I am right, other part of the mind I am suffering. I am suffering. So now that is where the ignorance is. Wise makes a choice. Intelligent makes a choice. What may, I'm not blaming anyone. I don't want to suffer myself. So now what is happening? It creates a mental looping where mind never thinks of peace and happiness, but runs after managing your stress, anxiety, and reaction, and you cannot manage it. The cause lies within you. It is not outside. It is not outside. So now you see that what is ignorance? I see the reason of my stress and suffering is outside. Fact is, it is inside, reality. But I'm still running to find the solution outside. So this is very easy to understand. This is what the ignorance is. Or we can say that I don't know who am I. So because when I don't know who am I my mind says this is who you are, this is your ego. Another way to understand ignorance, that we mistake the temporary external world for the source of peace and happiness. So delusion creates a sense of I-ness, I maker. You can say in Eastern wisdom we say ahankar. Ahankar means, aham means I, and akar means shape. So I maker. So false I is created. Why this happens? Because of, I said you, because of ignorance, because of delusion. But why it continues? Because I believe this is me. So there is a mental looping, and mental looping chain reaction you can use unless we recognize that looping within me. No possibility. We will continue to suffer. We will continue to blame. Just for 1 hour you will feel very good. Oh, this guy is saying this is right, definitely. Definitely. Your mind will even realize that, I did last time, I did some mistake and still I blamed others. No doubt, intellectually you will feel very good. But when the session is over, after that, I-ness takes over. One master says clearly, it's a beautiful phrase in Sanskrit, Naham tada moksho, tadaham tada bandhanam. Where there is this I maker, there is a bondage, there is a suffering, there is a duality, there is a reaction, and where this I maker is absent, there is a freedom. Freedom from the suffering. So sometimes we use the word ego, sometimes we use the word, what is ego? It is an I thought. Where the thought occurs, it is in the mind, so we say it is the mind also. Why we say it is ignorance? Because we don't know that this I maker is simply an I thought. This is not real me. That is why we say ignorance. But why we say it ignorance? Because I am deluded. So this is another process of understanding. The delusion means what appears true is not true. What appears real is not real. So the master gives an example of a water in the mirrors. I gave you many examples. The earth is stationary. Earth, I see, it is stationary, it doesn't move. My perception, my experience says it does not move, but it moves. So it means I rely more on my perception by the senses. I don't inquire it. So when I don't inquire, I rely everything that creates the I maker. That creates the I maker. So our masters teaches us that let us understand the entire world. Is this wall solid? Is the only reality? Science says no. It appears solid, but matter is energy. Is my husband or a wife responsible for my problem and suffering? At the outset, why did you get married? No, it is my own demands and needs fulfilled. Oh, so you feel that when your needs and demands are fulfilled, then you will be happy? Yes. How many times your demands and expectations are fulfilled and you are happy? It's wrong. I don't inquire. So the master says we have two types of the world. One world that I can perceive, factually see, experience. Other is beyond that. The reality is beyond. Reality, ultimate reality is beyond. So there the master says how to recognize it. One that keeps on changing. That I maker or ego always feels insecure, it keeps on changing. same like the material world outside. Then there is a world that is unchanging, transcendental, whether you can say the spiritual. How to understand? Oh, my thought changes about you. You are good, you are bad, you are okay. All comes from the same ego. So I become aware of the mind. Why my mind thinks like this? It keeps on changing. Oh, that is the right thought. So how to give an example to understand easily the waves in the ocean? Waves keeps on changing. Small wave, big wave, big wave. Oh yes, I know everything. A little bigger wave, I'm very wealthy. You are wealthy, that is why you are happy. There is no guarantee. No, I'm very cute and beautiful. That is why you are happy. No, that is not the criteria of being happy. So if you are cute and beautiful, you are happy. Then I'm ugly. I have, beard. I did not shave it for 1 year. So my happiness is not there. We don't recognize waves in the ocean. What is changing and what is unchanging? Before marriage, label of wife and husband is not there. Also, I have an expectations from the label. That label of water is wave, label of water is flood, label of water is storm. The essence does not change. So that is how our master makes us understand the two types of the world. One world in which we live, think, speak, experience. We don't inquire, we simply rely on it. So that material world keeps on changing. I rely on it as if I rely on the waves will continue to exist. No. So what is this? This is ignorance. This is misidentification. So misidentification and ignorance, what to do to remove it? We need knowledge, we need understanding. That is why our masters for 10,000 years went on speaking and speaking and speaking only on certain specific principles. You can say there are maybe 100 principles, and in these 100 principles, every master has a different interpretation based on the individual outside. So now the master says, are you ready to think that your reality, a mirage? Do you dare to think? If you dare, your mind is open, you are humble. Humility is against ego. Humility means whatever I know until date, I am not able to get rid of my stress reaction. I have been repeating, I live in the mental looping, I recognize it. So when I recognize it, my mind says, then what is the way? And then I learn this Eastern wisdom, and then we come to a point, yes, I can start the journey, I become a seeker. So, you see the world of my perception, and there is another word, reality, the cause. Effect cannot help me in managing my problem. I have to find out the cause. I am angry over you, but why? because I have an expectation. So anger is an effect, cause is my expectation. But let us dig deep inside. What is this expectation and why? We take it for granted. You are my honey, so I should have an expectations to be happy. No. Go deeper. What is the cause of my expectations? Securing happiness. Oh, that is why you got married? Yes. Then why you are frustrated? I did not get the happiness. So did you ever care to find out if the happiness is the property of your husband or a wife? No. So it means, what is this expectation? This expectation is the impurity of the mind. If there is no expectation in deep sleep, you are happy. No husband, no wife. Mind is not there. So our masters, we don't follow this blind belief in cult and dogma. We say, go and find out the ultimate cause. So look at it. My anger, my desire or an expectation is not fulfilled. In between, I said, cause is my expectation. Expectation is nothing but the desire. Desire for what? Desire for happiness. So desire for happiness outside means you are unhappy inside. That is why I desire happiness outside. Otherwise, why should I desire happiness outside if I am already happy? Our ego is always unhappy. That is the conclusion. Ego is insecure, ego is unhappy, ego is always frustrated, ego keeps on changing. Ego is limited. Many ways that we talk about ego, yes. You see? So we make it simple. Last time I make it in a simple way. So now see another topic that we can touch today. So when we have understood that material world outside, label husband, wife, father, son, etc., expectations is there. So it is not the husband that is causing the problem. It is my expectations from the label. Does the label exist? Label of husband, wife, son, daughter, employer exist? No, they are simply labels. They are masks. So I am expecting happiness from the mask. Because they take you from the effect to the cause, to the secondary cause, to the ultimate cause. We need a commitment and sincerity to sit down, repeat it again and again. Otherwise, the mind is already filled with that chain reaction. You will miss it. I have to question everyday reality. I have to check throughout the day how many times I went into anxiety, reaction, and duality. Why? I have to ask the same question to my mind. I don't ask. I take it for granted. What do you mean by take for granted? I'm impulsive, I'm habitual. One. Second is, I have to recognize the very fleeting nature of these thoughts and people and relationships. fleeting nature is caught by my sense organs and ignorant mind. What happens? So the Master again beautifully says, you identify with the waves. Waves rises. My excitement rises. I have lot of expectations. Wave falls down. Frustration. Excitement. Frustration. Behind that I don't see it is all wave. It is all water, not wave. So it is all label. So if I remove the label of you being husband, wife, son, daughter, employer, employee, let me check what happens to my mind. My mind does not have any reaction, blame and complaint. Can I move into that state? That is the beginning of meditation. So once we understand that, then the Master says, let us move ahead to the next step. I experience the screen. I is here, the screen is there. I experience you. You are there. I am here. So this is known. This is objective reality. That is why we say. And they say that is subjective. What is subjective? I am. So whether this I am, so the mind creates a false subjective reality. What is this false subjective reality? That is where the ego is. So we understand clearly that we need to have a self-knowledge, clarity of understanding, so that if you understand, you won't allow. Can I work? Can anyone work without ego? Question: the moment I use the word I am teaching you, I-ness has come. So Master says, yes, you have to make this I maker ripe. Do not take it raw. Like mango is unripe, it is stuck to its stem and the branches. So how the I maker or ego cannot live without body, breath, mind, intellect, thought of seeking pleasure from the world. So I remove all the thoughts of seeking and expectations, then this I is a ripe I, mature I. What the mature I does? Your honey says you are crazy. You instantly recognize this word crazy affects the ego. It does not affect my consciousness. So you are not worried. You don't allow the mental looping to happen. You still remain calm and peaceful. That is the higher level. Then what happens? You are always living into that state of meditation. So lock it. Worldly is objective. Subjective world is the world of consciousness, of real self, of the nature of peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. That is what. So then comes the one more step. This is a step-by-step understanding. Now, so how to evolve and how to change my nature? Oh, you have understood the wave in the water? Yes, I have understood. Did you understand the objective and the subjective reality? Yes, I have understood. So the Master says, keep on contemplation and reflection. Now the Master added another phrase. It says this is false and this is real. What is false? Anything of the name and the form is false. Why it is false? Because anything of the name and the forms continues to change. Earth, name and the form, are they changing? Solar system is changing. Your refrigerator in the house is changing. What about you? You claim that you are the body. Body is changing. You claim that you are the mind. Mind is changing. So I just recognize what is changing is not me. I recognize internally. I should have that awareness. I should live into that self-awareness that this is changing and this is not me. So what will happen? This I maker don't identify, and when they don't identify, you will find, you'll find that you are already calm and relaxed. What we do? We mistake the map with the territory. I mistake the map. This is my territory. After all, I am your husband and wife. How dare you? How dare you? So we continue to live into this false, superficial, superimposed world, and we don't want to get out of it. And then still we claim, I want to be in peace and happiness. It is not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible. And when it is not possible, then we find frustration. We start replacing one thing from the second thing, second from the third, and third from the fourth. And that is what I explain you in metaphorically. What is that metaphor? I marry to be happy. Or you simply take a statement. I want to marry to be happy. So check expectations. I have expectations of happiness by marriage. After a few months and weeks or years, I am unhappy. So I divorce to be happy. We are extra intelligence and genius. We may be a nuclear scientist. But if you do not study Eastern wisdom, it does not give you a doubt that I married to be happy. I should raise the doubt and explore it. I divorced to be happy. I should raise the doubt and explore it. You are a nuclear scientist, but you don't have that awareness. You don't find it. When you don't find it, then you say, okay, let us remarry to be happy. It creates a mental loop. And in that mental loop, we get caught up. And when we got caught up, we already know. We already passed. Now we are 65 or 70 or more or less. If you are not baby boomer, raise your hand. Means we are living based on our false experiences and we are suffering. Why? Because of myself. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed. And when close your eyes, recognize. What do you recognize? You recognize place of the body, position, and the posture. What you already know it, but still we say we need a recognition. We need a kind of awareness. We need a kind of awareness. Are you just, you should have that understanding. Oh, I need that awareness? Yes. We need a self-awareness. If we don't have that self-awareness, the mind will not, what? Mind will not live in higher awareness, it will not discover. Now see that another point, being comfortable. So being comfortable consciously. So being comfortable consciously, or experiencing the comfort based on your expectation. Experience based on your expectation. There are two things. That is why I say look at the neck joint. So why I say? To change the direction of the mind. So where is the expectation? Outside. Change of direction drops the expectations. Just see that. So we look at the neck joint, first point of awareness. We change the direction of the mind from outside to inside. And what happens? Then there is a second point of awareness. We experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. We instantly experience mind otherwise wandering outside. Wandering outside is what? Distraction. But why the mind is distracted? Why the mind wandering? Can you imagine? We have millions of expectations from the world outside. Oh my goodness. And that is why the mind is wandering. If the mind does not have any expectation, why do it wander? So what I do? Look at the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. Their mind is more interested. Then what? You feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. We want to go a little deeper, but question is why we feel sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Make it sure that you feel it. If you don't feel it, then repeat it. Repeat the same step again, the entire body, from the top of the head to the toes, top of the head to the toes, and you experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. But why we feel it? Why we feel? Our experience tells us that it is already there. So why I did not feel before? Because the mind is searching outside. Mind is searching the happiness outside in millions of directions. In millions of directions, which we say my mind is distracted, I have lot of thoughts. If I consciously take steps, I reach home. if I take steps, habitually I land up to other home. The other home is full of expectation. That is why we did this step. Now being carefree. So carefree is the last point that we did. We understood what is false and real, or before that, we understood this is subject and this is object. Not only the change of direction, when the mind changes the direction, then it is possible for us to move deeper. What is that deeper? Subject and object. What is that subject and object? I am the knower, and the rest is unknown. And the rest is known. Such a simple statement, the deluded mind cannot understand, or it understands by daily repetition. Daily repetition. It has nothing to do with the I'm genius, I have understood. Sincerity and commitment. So now I'm making a simple example. I know you. It does not mean I am you. I know the house does not mean I am the house. So then what it means? It means simply that I am separate from you. That is why I am not you. So now what is this separation? What is the separation? This I am is conscious. And it is conscious, so it is consciousness. So that will be a higher step. We are knower, I am a knower, and whatever I know is the known. No, but it's okay, I have understood. No, you have not understood. All the thoughts that you experience is not you. Can I say, you see, I gave an example. Your mind says, I'm in anxiety. Can you say, I have a thought of anxiety? I have a thought of anxiety. First, I am not a thought. Hence, I am not an anxiety. Can I say this? The moment you say in your mind, you are carefree. And the moment you are carefree, that brings deeper, mind goes deeper inside us. And when the mind goes deeper, deeper means what? Mind goes deeper. So mind goes deeper means what? Understand each, and I believe you will understand. So mind goes deeper means what? It means it is breaking the mental looping. How mental looping? Here and now. Mental looping here and now. When it breaks the mental looping, you find inner calmness manifesting outside. Oh, it is manifesting outside, you don't lose that opportunity. We say, okay, let us go deeper. So we move to the next step that we did last time. What we did, you just look at the head and the neck. Ask your mind, this guy is saying that let me look at the head and the neck. So the mind visualizes through sensation the skin of the head and the neck, not doing anything and staying there, and you experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So you may say that I don't experience. No worry, you repeat it because the mind has yet to move inside. It has not changed the direction. That's why the mind is engaged in the thoughts of distraction and the wandering because you have millions of expectations. Yes, sometimes our mind says this crazy teacher does not understand. I understand. Oh, that is why you have a lot of stress. Very good. So the master says, look at the right arm, move the mind on the right arm, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Our ego says, no, let me move my right arm and feel sensation, relaxation, and stillness. And you have committed, you moved your right arm in ignorance, it will never happen. Why? Why you moved your hand in ignorance? I did not say you to move your hand. I said you to move your mind on the right arm. It will happen many a times when you do it. Well, let it, so you don't do it. You hold it. Move the mind on the left arm from the shoulder to the fingertips and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the right leg from the right side of the waist to the thigh, butts, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole, toes. You just see, because your mind has already changed the direction, it is already living within, as if you are looking that right leg from inside, and that gives you a sensation, relaxation, and stillness. In the beginning, it is always better to maintain total stillness, not to move. If you move, it is the mind, it is the eye maker that is causing the problem. Move the mind on the left leg, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Very good. Entire body, entire body. Okay, the entire body. So I feel relaxation and sensation, relaxation and stillness. Good. Now in that state, we want the mind should not think, because if it thinks, it will move again into what? It will move again into the mood of mental looping. Oh, yes, yes. So we say do nothing, keep looking at the breath. Just keep looking at the breath. Keep looking at the breath and explore. So when you are fully aware of the breath, what is happening? You explore. Mind cannot set ideally. So what happens? You explore. So what do you explore? Such a simple thing you explore. You explore the breath is going in and out. You feel the sensation. You experience that my breath, the first breath is the same as the second one, same as the third one, same as the fourth one, that you experience. What that experience brings in you, it brings a deeper sense of awareness, and that will take you deeper. So we do nothing. We simply wait there. Why wait there? It's a new word. I told you subjective word and the objective word. Okay, the subjective word, yes. It takes time to settle there. How it settles? By regular, committed listening, learning, contemplation, reflection. Yes, then only it is possible. So, yes, sometimes the mind is distracted, but you are fully aware, you recognize the mind has distracted, so let me return. Let me return to, let me return to the same thing. Sorry. And do nothing, experience the change. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your Buddha palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. How are you, Sophie?
I'm afraid I'm good, but I'm afraid I fell asleep.
Yes.
Yeah. In the evening, we eat before meditation, and I think it has an impact.
Yes, that is one way of saying it. And physiologically, it seems true. But after eating at the same time, you have to take a flight. Let me know whether you sleep or not. So physiological processes are going on. Mind, direction, it doesn't sleep. Look at practically. So, oh yes, so it means what? So what is the reason? Question is, can I maintain awareness? Answer is yes. What to do? We are learning. How are you, sir? Only one sir in a session. Many men.
Hey, Girish, I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you. I would not say that I'm carefree, but I probably have fewer cares than I did earlier today.
Good. That's a good sign. I am carefree but responsible of giving the lesson to you all. So carefree, I have repeated many a times. I gave the definition. Who does the care? Mind. How it cares? By the thought, feeling. By the thought and the feeling. Mind, I'm not listening to you. Do whatever you want to do. Why? I am focused here in this activity. How much you are caring other traffic when you are driving on the highway, you are aware only. You are aware, you are mindful. What is the meaning of mindful? That you do not ride over the other car. That is being mindful. It does not mean those cars are not there. So let the thoughts be there. Who cares? You will be. So it's a learning part. It's a learning curve. Contemplation, reflection. Mind, what the heck? Why you brought this thought? It is not required. You say mentally. I used to say it mentally. Mind, this thought is not needed now. I don't know how much I have gone under training by the masters. So it was my hardly fifth and the sixth meeting. He was sitting on a big podium. My mind says, I'm sitting there and I'm teaching. Look at the craziness. You don't know anything. Mind can imagine anything. But my master used to read the thoughts. And he remarked indirectly, the way sometime I remark. I did not agree to it, Maybe after a year I agreed that, yes, I did the mistake. What is the fun? I have come here to learn. Anyhow, how are you, Charlie?
Hello. I'm good. Thank you, Girish. That was very helpful. I've been thinking about this very topic and experiencing this very topic from the perspective of the ego, and it's not serving me. So I found it very helpful this week, especially coming back to the breath, saying to the mind, I don't need this now, you're not helping me. And then I notice physiological changes in me when I want to get angry or irritated. So coming back to the breath and just watching the breath come in and out and imagining myself as the water, not the wave that wants to tell people off, is not helpful. So that was great this week. Thank you.
Yes, not only this week, second week, month, years, life changes.
Right, exactly. But very helpful tools, very practical tools that I can use in the moment. Yeah.
Yes. I'm happy that your mind is appreciating after such a long time.
Me too.
When I go to my son, I always say, teach me.